Morning. Yeah, I think the blue tractor's leaving. I was kind of hoping maybe they just forget it. So the Turbo Max is leaving. Guys from Apple are here to grab it, taking the blue tractor. We got them a nice long 2.5 hour drive. So these are the hydraulic stops. These guys are taking this thing so far. Definitely lock her up in case they blow a hydraulic line or something. So that stop will keep the implement from hitting the ground going up the road. So now I can see the field in the daylight after we got done last night. Still really like the accelerator. But anyways, we're going to go over here and throw some diesel fuel in this tractor. We did run their tractor a couple hours, so I want to send them with some fuel. Don't want them running out on the way home. Hopefully the Thunder Wagon's got a little bit of dinosaur bones in her. So Dad's got his sprayer out. We are not spraying, but Oxbow is coming down. Apparently there's a bunch of updates to this thing. So our Oxbow, this is one of the first ones sold in Ohio, if not the first one. And one good thing about Oxbow, anytime there's been any kind of updates or things they found through, trials and tribulations, they've always came down and updated it. So it is actually going on a low boy, going back to Shipshawana and getting updated there, I guess.
Morning. Hope you guys slept all right because you spent the night in my tractor. It's probably a little chilly, wasn't it? 130 acres down yesterday. Hopefully get that much done today. It's like Dad's chomping at the bit. And we've officially reached my favorite time of year, when I walk out of the house wearing a jacket and like 20 layers of shirts. And then gradually throughout the day, you start shedding.
So the Apple guys have left, and the combine needs fuel. We got 3 trucks to dump, so Dad's moving the header wagon. We're not leaving the driveway. We have another 180 acre bottom right up the lane, but we can't get there with the head on. Got a shared lane with a neighbor, and there's some trees in the way. Anyways, he's moving the head. But I seem to recall him saying the combine's out of fuel, so I'll go ahead and back it out and start fueling. So if we have another day like yesterday, another 130, 140 acres would be awful nice to get off the whiteboard and discard our firewood. I don't think we're gonna need emergency fuel for heating. All right. He's definitely low. Plenty of government juice though. What's the odds that we're in the right spot? It should work. So while that thing's fueling up, we'll walk over here and check out the new building site. So like I said, we're putting, I think, a 40 by 80 hoop barn right here. This one's basically going to be just for fertilizer. Said that about the last one too, so it's hard to tell, but I know we are going to be filling it with fertilizer pretty much as soon as it is done. All of our farm's fertilizer for the next growing season will be in it pretty soon. But we just started moving dirt on it yesterday. Barn's supposed to be delivered, or at least the pieces of it, first week of December. We got to get it put up and filled by the first of the year. So some of it might end up in our other hoop barn for a while, and then we might haul it over here. We'll just have to see. But yeah, just back trucks right into here, dump it. There is going to be a back on this hoop barn. It's not going to be a pull through like the other one. The weather comes from this way, so that should shield that fertilizer pretty well. Keep most of the wind from blowing in on it, along with the snow and the rain and all that good stuff. So Dad's gonna pull the combine over there. As you can see, this thing was completely blown off 2 days ago, but 180 acres of beans, and she's very dusty. She's gonna blow the radiator out. So we're still getting everything shuffled and dumped and cleaned up. I'm going to go, finally, hook up that other trailer. We'll definitely be able to use it today. We're in the same driveway, but we are like 4 miles from the grain bins. Not that far. Probably like 3 miles from the grain bins. And if I go till they get a couple trucks filled, it'll definitely help to have 4 trucks in a grain cart. We've also got something going on at around 3 o'clock. getting a new piece of demo equipment, so you guys will see that when it gets here. But Big Mike's gonna come over after work, and yeah, he's gonna take over my trucking duties. And once that demo equipment gets unloaded, I don't know if we'll run it today or if we'll go back to Tillian, but we'll do something. Looks like BJ's still taking a dump. Working hard, sitting there in that test shack. Not like there's a whole lot you can do though. Alright, here's the other truck. We were done with the low boy for a little while, so to get this thing fired up, let her start building there. Hopefully she's not dead. And it's dead. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, there we go. So we tightened up the connection, put some jumper cables on her, and that did the trick. Oh, what a jewel, what a jewel. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, it's heading out. About 11:30, but looks like all of the dew is pretty well gone. That's great. We can really make a big dent in it today, hopefully. So the field he's going to is 186 acres, so I will be surprised if we get it done. BJ's still dumping. Well, I guess he's dumped. That was the last of last night's beans.
Howdy everyone, we'll get started here today. This field here, 180 acres. Started this morning. Yeah, it's not this morning, I guess it's what, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. So that means 1 o'clock your time. Still a little tough. 14.7 until they all dry down before I get around the field. This is a big field, 180 acres, long ways around. Probably dry till I might get back. This is it. Along the woods too.
So Dad's got this field just about opened up, but we got 2 truckloads, so we need to get the dumping.
Yeah, got an issue with the reel. Speeds up and slows down on its own. Last year I had that. First this year that I've had a problem. So, just the connection down there or what? Speeds up now. It's running real fast. I don't want to slow down. It was running pretty slow. Then it would speed up and slow way down. Now it's just running wide open, I think. This field from here behind me, a little farther up here, 180 acres here, used to be 3 60-acre fields. This first little strip was chisel plowed, and we worked with that sunflower VT disc or VT tillage tool this spring, I guess it was, or last fall maybe. But it's chisel plowed, and then down here it was just to run over with our Great Plains we had. Then on down there was nothing. I think nothing on it, so we'll see if there's any difference. But I don't know if we can tell anything or not. It is different ground. This ground here was river gets up and don't want it to leave, and it's a wet place. All through there, 15-20 acres, we haven't been able to farm sometimes. So we chisel plowed it. Hope that helps some. We've ripped it and done everything, so we'll see if there's any yield difference. I don't know. They looked like they were taller growing during the growing season, but now they don't look any different, so we'll see.
Back to the field we go. Ladybugs everywhere. Oh, we're gonna get dusty.
Well, it's this time of the afternoon, it's hard to see the shadows. The sun's about 3:30 almost. The old sun glare on the windows, dirty windows. Clearer than they were, but it's still dirty. These beans are kind of down, and I wish I had the glare going, the air reel. I can hear beans bouncing off the windshield here. Trying to pick them up, so I wish I had that air reel on here, see what it's doing there. I bet it would blow them right back in there, I think, to help pick them up.
All right, Big Mike just got here, so he's going to dump trucks. I'm going over to, well, get that piece of demo equipment I was telling you about. So I think we're just unloading it. I think this is, my plan is to unload that piece of equipment and, you know, get everything situated there and then do some tilling. Tilly. Back and forth. That's what I'm looking to do here. All right, there it is. We have an Oxbow floater back on the farm. So Dad sold our floater. We don't have a floater. We are in the floater market. Oxbow came out with a new suspension system for their floater, so yeah, we're going to try it out. We're going to spread some bean ground and some wheat ground this winter with it, so looking forward to trying that out. And while they're here, they're taking our sprayer, like I said, to do some updates on it. But I tried to talk that fella into hooking up to that day cab Volvo and just leaving his truck, but he didn't want to. Said he's out of hours and said, hey, our truck doesn't even have a computer in it. But he didn't go for it. Okay, so we're back over here to the accelerator. We'll hop on this thing and we're going to run this for a little bit this evening. So before we hop in that cab, I am going to go home and, well, we'll go let the dogs out. Even got a little bit of dinner for the tractor ride. Out with the old, in with the new, if you know what I'm saying. And we got coffee. We are set. Okay, we still have to finish the ends on this field right behind us. We're going to need fuel here real soon, but the Thunder Wagon's out of fuel, so we might have to just go to the main tank and let our fuel or our satellites boot up here. Maybe eat our dinner while we're doing that. And then got this here phone mount. I'll put that right there. Perfect.
This time of evening, the air quits moving and it just kind of lays here at dust.
Little Mississippi pot roast while we got the auto steer at the helm. Why isn't the auto steer steering? Well, they quit steering there for a second, but we're on a smart path line and apparently we lost our intelligence.
Yeah, good thing the auto steer works because I don't think I can see the edge of the beans. It's daggone dusty. Turn the lights on, probably makes it worse.
Ah, it's a pretty sky. Seems like every night this week we've had beautiful sunsets, but we're just right across the road from the bend. We're gonna start on this 55 here. We're gonna run out of fuel before we get done, most likely, and then I'll go back to trucking once we get our fuel warning on.
Yeah, we started here about 12 o'clock. Had to open the field up, and we've done 102 acres, and it's 5:30. So that ain't too bad. For us, that's really good. So this field's long, but we farm it the short way, and it's kind of a lot of turning. It gets shorter here now, then it'll start getting wider, longer on down there, but it's a long ways down there to the river yet. 180 acres in here, so we got 100 acres up done. So we're getting it. A couple more loads probably about it for tonight. Frost probably getting dewy. Frost probably set in, I don't know. I don't think it'll get quite as cold tonight. So far they're feeling good though. Dusty. As long as the dust rolls, you're okay.
Alright, so we're gonna make one more pass. We're not out of fuel, the fuel light ain't on, but Big Mike's still over there. He works a day job. I mean, I'm sure he's been awake for a long time now, so head over there, let him go home, and then we'll start dumping trucks for Dad and BJ. It's a clear night, not much to do, so I think they're gonna go a little bit longer, so at least dump a couple more trucks for them guys. This is fun. Full send. Big Mike's gonna take me after a loaded truck. We got 2 down in the field. Dad talked like they're just gonna load that last truck. They got 2 empties right now. BJ's getting ready to load one, so I guess that's gonna be it. It is about 7 o'clock and we've already done 130 acres, so I guess why would we want to finish it? He said it's starting to get tough though. That'll be like almost 280 acres in 2 days. Not bad. So that black truck down there is still completely empty. These beans, for whatever reason, just aren't running near as good as the last field, so that truck will probably last him about 20 acres. pulled up here and there's my wet line. It's dragging the ground, so now I'm all dirty. I only got one day out of these pants. One thing for sure, the cleaner didn't run these. A lot more pods.
Well, we're gonna call it a night. We're done 144 acres. Run started a little bit after 12 o'clock, and it's not quite. It's 10 to 8. So did pretty good today. One machine. Old Lexi on shoot her out. So I think we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think we're gonna move out of their farm, and it's like 30 acres of corn, 30 acres of beans all over. Try to get that off. Then come back here, and I think the bin's getting pretty full. See where we're at there. So we're gonna call it a night. So talk to you next time.
Okay guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, and we will see you in the next one.